packing somebody up tonight. Hey. Come on in, take your shoes off before we close the door. A few rules, heat packing the air, we about to blow. This the basement, ain't nobody safe, you already know. Grab a seat and kick your feet before you get too comfortable. You want the X's and the O's, the tray, yes and no. Friends and the foes, the butlers and the heroes. You can feel it in your soul, but when the ring is the goal. But if somebody need to go, we be sure to let you know. Going hard for my dogs is an everyday thing. Like Jimmy down the lane of 13 off the screen. Whole squad keep it tucked like number 17. Bring your takes and your memes, going hard for the team. Going down in the basement. It's going down in the basement. Get your takes off. Get your takes off. Going down in the basement.
Yeah. Welcome to the Basement Sports Network post-game show. I'm your host, Royal A. Shepherd. And I think one of the comments that I've already seen that encapsulates the way I feel perfectly is my man Dan the Film Jet. No dono needed. Consistency is key, ladies and gentlemen. My boy say, this loss does not anger me at all. I'm used to it. And I think Dan the Film Jet said, nice headset. Yeah, appreciate it. This is my PlayStation headset, and I just realized that I can plug it into my microphone, so I no longer have to use my AirPods. And if this makes me look like a more professional streamer, then I'll probably only do it once and go back to the ratchet shit that y'all are accustomed to. But the reason that you guys are here is because the Miami Heat played basketball tonight, if that is what you want to call that. And it was not pretty, dog. Like 102-86 versus the Brooklyn Nets, a team that is 17 or now 18-34. Miami again continues its trend of either getting a game above or a game below 500, and then going right back to being the 500 team that we all know and love. You said the Chinese intro would have sufficed for tonight. You're right. Let's start over then.
James catches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang!
是的，我们在打包。有人起来了，今晚进来吧，在我们关门之前脱掉鞋子。你规则热，包装空气。我们要炸掉这个地下室，没人安全。你已经知道了。找个座位踢踢你的脚，在你舒服之前，你想要 X 和 O Trey Yes 和 O D 有管家和英雄，你可以在灵魂中感受到它，戒指就是黄金。但如果有人需要离开，我们一定会让你知道的。为我的狗努力是每天的事，就像吉米在小巷里，屏幕外的13个，整个小队都像17号一样藏起来，爱上你的想法和手段，为团队努力。哦啊，在低音中低沉，它在低音中下降。让你起飞，让你得到你的需要。在低音中低沉。去。
Yeah. Welcome to the Basement Sports Network postgame show. The Shanghai Sharks play. He said, "Can we do German next?" I'll put Justin right on it. I started the show by myself, but since we did it right this time, it's only right that we bring in my dog.
Real hoop talk here.
My boy Stone pulling up one time for the one time. So yeah, we were going through this game, and it's just like 86 American points in an NBA basketball game today is diabolical. This is I don't know, bro. Like it just shows that this team lacks a certain something as it is. But help is on the way. I don't know if people are going to get what they're hoping. I don't know what people are expecting. Andrew Wiggins, Davion Mitchell, and Kyle Anderson to add to this team that can be much of a bolster to what they showed tonight. But at the end of the day, when those guys get here, Tyler Herro will still probably be your best offensive player. And if he's going to play like he did tonight, yikes. So before we get into specific conversation, I'll let Stone talk. Stone, give me your thoughts on the game tonight, bro.
All right, real hoop talk here. Let's see. Tonight's game, this shit's not gonna work. Like, I don't know how else to say it. it felt like they were getting shots in the most random ways possible. It's like however you would run an offense, they were doing things in like the inverse form of it. Like I don't even know what else to say, big dog. There were players that put up double-digit shots tonight that should never put up double-digit shots, not in this year NBA. So that's what I'm going to be really curious to see is like when these other guys arrive, are they going to start to play real formal offense, or is it going to be Tyler Herro shot chucking, probably, and kind of everyone else shot chucking and falling in line behind that, which would suck because I felt like they were starting to really do some nice things offensively with Bam and Khalil Ware. And even tonight, it looked like that in the first half, maybe even, and I won't say second half at all, actually, because they came out and Tyler was immediately on that bullshit. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I hope maybe they got a little tired tonight, whatever, but like, I hope Bam keeps up that like barking that he had going on earlier in the game, because if they're going to take Bam and Herro out of the game for a significant chunk in that like transition period around the start of the fourth quarter, this team's in a lot of fucking trouble. They're not going to be able to win games with that formula.
Yeah, I think that was kind of one of my bigger takeaways today is kind of what you're talking about with Bam. There was some visible frustration with Bam with kind of like some of his teammates. I know particularly with we noticed it during the playback with Haywood Highsmith. But it's just guys kind of like out of position and stuff like that. And it just was making the game harder for them. So just to talk about Tyler Herro specifically, bro, like it can't be much more of this, whereas it's like you see your shot isn't falling and yet you continue to press the issue that way. He has to find a way to be able to contribute like in other ways. And me and Dale talked about it a little bit in the playback, so I guess I'll bring that conversation here. Like the way that I talk about Tyler Herro is going to shift. It's going because it has to. Part of the reason that it is because I had like this thing with Tyler Herro because he was the one piece that was holding an actually contending team away from being a legitimate threat to winning an NBA title. Like he was the cog that was stopping that. Now, that's not what this team is, bro. It's a young ascending team, and Tyler Herro's a good player on that team. But because of that, and he's an all-star. But because he's an all-star, bro, he has to be held to a different standard. Like he cannot go out here, shoot 2 for 11, and be allowed to skate under the radar with that, bro. Like they need him to be better. They need him to be efficient. And so far, like it's been a while since he has been. Like I feel like this is one of those games where it's appropriate to criticize Tyler Herro in the manner that, you know, some games it may not always be. Like 22 shots, 15 points, 6 of 22 from the field. You get 6 assists. A lot of those came very early in the game. I think you got like 3 lobs out the gate. So for most of the game, that's 3 assists. For the rest of it, 4 turnovers. Like it's just the game wasn't impactful from Tyler Herro. Talk about him specifically, bro. Like what was it? Like what wasn't fucking right with him tonight?
You know, like those goggles that they make as like a training device where you can't see your dribble.
You talk to the people, Stone.
Well, those goggles, they like basically block off your vision here, so you can't look at where you're dribbling.
Yeah.
He needs that with like right in front of his eyes, so all he can see is the periphery. So all he sees is open shooters, because when he sees that rim, he just lets it fly, and it's like this shit is not working. It really isn't. And like you said, this is a game where like he's due for it. He's been due. I feel like it's kind of been swept under the rug because of the noise surrounding his first All-Star game and stuff. But like he's been on a stinker these last few games. So what's the last like really good Tyler Herro game we've had?
This is a good stat. Since becoming an All-Star, Tyler's shooting 35% overall and 24% from 3. I would like to know how many games that is. So if you can find that stat for me, tell me how many games that is, and also give me my favorite stat. How many points does he have overall, and how many shots does he have in that combined timeline?
He's taking about 10 threes a game. It's not going to work.
Okay. Dan, listen, brother. I promise you I will not put up the performance Bam put up tonight. If my baby out there watching me, it's going to be a stinker because my attention will be divided. Heather, appreciate you with the $4.99 that Caleb Martin picture. I love you, Heather. I'm just going to say that and let it be. Thank you for the $4.99 dono. She said, hope on the way is funny as fuck. Herro and Duncan White, so they got to be right and never trade it. Don't get me wrong. Started on the rest. I think the Tyler Herro, Duncan Robinson backcourt is it's a shit show, bro. Like it doesn't work defensively, it doesn't work offensively, and I think to have this point, like there is no help on the way in that regard. Like they need I think part of the problem with Tyler Herro is that he's given too much responsibility as a play initiator when he really just needs to be a play finisher. And there is no play initiator coming our way. Andrew Wiggins is not a facilitator of offense, and neither is Davion Mitchell. So, like, I think we're still going to have that problem. Hey, bro, people tell me I'm the problem. If I tweet this right now, there will be people telling me that I am a hater. Because, man, I said it earlier in the season, like, I thought the play that he had, like, although it was super high, like Tyler Herro was playing really well, I thought that it would peak. Eli, my boy. Rozier, Tyler has 101 points on 93 shots in the last 5 games, shooting 37, 27, and 77 splits.
PU.
Brother.
It's stank.
And they say we don't do analytics in the base bit. Pish posh. That's some analytics for your ass. I'm not going to tweet this tonight. I'm not going to tweet how many shots Tyler Herro had on how many points. But I want everybody in here, if you do participate in the Twitter discourse, you can tweet this for me and then at me in that tweet. Everybody who do it, I retweet you tonight. You just say and make sure you tell them where y'all got this from. Tweet this. In the Tyler Herro's last 5 games, he has 101 points on 93 shots. Y'all at me, and I will retweet that shit this evening because that shit is fucking crazy. But yeah, like I think it will help this team tremendously to have like a play initiator. They had one in-house in Dennis Schroeder and then traded him because they thought they'd be able to get under the tax line. That didn't work out in their favor. And so they're still left in the same position. So you're going to get a lot more of that. I want to talk about Bam a little bit because in part, like Dan the Film just said, that we want to hold Bam to the same standard and make sure that we're always like holding him accountable for being aggressive. And that's true. I do think that we need to make sure that we're always holding Bam accountable. Tonight wasn't one of those games where I felt like Bam did anything out of the ordinary. He's 7 of 14 tonight, 18 points, 8 rebounds. He only had 1 assist, but he's a center. He shouldn't do acts to facilitate anyway. I thought Bam played well. I thought he was aggressive. And again, like circling back to what Stone brought up earlier, I think one of the biggest things for me today was the leadership during the game. Like, I like Bam's kind of disposition. Ever since like this, it's become definitive that, okay, Jimmy's no longer here. This is your team now. We need you to take control of it. I think Bam on court, like with his body language, with his voice, and most importantly, like with his teammates, he's kind of, in his own way, just kind of like leading out there. And it's noticeable when you're watching the game. Stone, give me your thoughts on Bam and particularly like the leadership thing that we were just talking about, or you can talk about his shots and shit. Like, I don't care.
No, like, I mean, I thought he had a really solid first half, and so I wanted to go back just to make sure my memory was serving me correctly. Mm-hmm. To start the third quarter, I'm going to list off how each Heat possession ended. Tyler Herro misses 30-foot three-point jumper. That's the first possession. Second possession, Tyler Herro makes 28-foot three-pointer. Third possession, Tyler Herro misses driving floating jump shot. Fourth possession, Tyler Herro makes technical free throw. Bam finally gets to take a shot. So we're going after a solid first half. We have to get to 5 possessions for Bam Adebayo to get the ball in his hands. So I don't know what we can like. Yeah, there's one thing about him being aggressive, and like trust me, I'm the most critical of Bam when it comes to that. But like tonight, Tyler Herro wouldn't pass him the ball. He had a really solid first half, and Tyler Herro came out in the second half and said, I'm going to fill up this shot chart, which he did. He just didn't fill it up with a lot of makes, and that was pretty much the story of the second half of the Miami Heat.
I just want to point out that as people are adding more games to this Tyler Herro thing, like we went to 4 to 5 and now at 6 games, he has 131 points on 121 shots. I don't know if people think that's good. It is not. It should not take anybody 121 shots to get 130 nothing points. I mean, I think if you go through the rest of the season, like it'll eventually find its level because he was on a tear at the beginning of the season. But like I said, like Water reaches its level, and I thought like either some combination. Thank God it hasn't been injury this year, but also like he was shooting like close to 48% from three. That's not sustainable. And now that the 3-point kind of is leveling out, the shot making is not the same. The point totals aren't the same. Like, and I think a part of that is because of like dead legs. Like you shoot a lot, you jump a lot, and your legs get tired over the course of a season. And I think he's going to have to play during this All-Star game. It's going to be the first time that he's had to do that. He's in a 3-point shootout as well. I'm not looking forward to what the second half of this season is going to look like for Tyler Herro, bro. I'm just not. But yeah, hold on. What they say? They say Trae as an offensive engine would unlock the front court so much. Brother, we've been talking about Trae Young for a long time, bro. The last 6 games, 47 of 120 with 27 turnovers.
With that, speaking of that, like we were talking a little bit in the playback about ways we see hope. I'm not going to unravel all those secrets. We built up some nice secrets in the playback, so make sure y'all show up and check out the playback. But sure. I will say we see some paths for the Heat, where it's maybe not so hopeless, but it's probably going to happen this summer, if not the very next summer. But if nothing happens this summer, you can feel pretty good about the next 4 or 5 years being tough for the Miami Heat.
We're going to keep moving through the roster. Let's talk about Terry Rozier a little bit because I think people are going to focus on the way that he ended the game, and rightfully so. Like he did some dumb shit down the stretch of the game that is indicative of the Terry that we've seen all year long. But throughout the course of this game, like Terry was solid. Like he led the team in scoring tonight with 20 points on 6 of 15 shooting, 4 of 8 from 3. The 3-point shooting is coming around for Terry Rozier, but it's like the times when his brain just kind of has those lapses. They come at critical moments, and that to me is kind of where the downfall of the Terry Rozier experience comes. Like you can score sometimes, and those cool, like those nice, like sustaining relief buckets or whatever. But at the end of the game or at the end of the day, he ends up hurting his team more than he helps it on it. What did you think of Terry's game tonight?
I think Terry had more points on less shots than Tyler Herro did in less minutes. It's really hard for me to have smoke for anyone that isn't Tyler Herro tonight. He was 6 for 22. You can tell the whole story of the game there. Like, I don't know what to tell you. 2 for 11 from 3. He shot next week state. I don't know what to tell you.
I get it, bro. Like, it is hard not to focus on Tyler Herro when the focus has been on Tyler Herro all season long. Like, that's kind of the way that this works, though. And I know a lot of times, like, Twitter doesn't imitate real life. But if you look at Twitter, like, it would be wrong because if you say something about the way that he played tonight, the only thing that they're going to say is Tyler has been carrying us all year long, all season long. We are a 500 basketball team. It's like we will probably win the next game that we play and then lose the following game. But he said first half of that season was a fluke. Anthony Adorno, I don't want to say it's a fluke. I think there's been legitimate growth in the way. Fuck it, we can spend a couple of minutes talking about Tyler Herro because he's the biggest talking point. I think there has been legitimate growth in the process for Tyler Herro. I think there has been a step forward in the way that he goes about his business. The problem is that can't be relied on to be consistent. Like nobody should have expected Tyler Herro to stay as a 24, 25 point per game scorer when the bulk of his shot diet is 28 and 29 foot 3-pointers, bro. That shit fades unless you're somebody like Steph Curry, especially in the first year of him trying it. Like, Stone, am I missing anything there, bro? Like, do you think like there should be? I don't know. Do you think there's a balance there? Like, do you think the first half?
I think what you said was spot on. Like, it would be pretty ridiculous for us to say that we can't see any growth to Tyler Herro's game, but like
that's what we play next. Yikes.
I was getting to that point. Here's the Heat's upcoming schedule.
Yeah.
Monday at home versus the Celtics. Wednesday, Thursday, back-to-back on the road at OKC, at Dallas.
It's going to be either win, loss, win, or loss, win, loss. It does, like, bro, they will be 500 at the end of that shit. Or no, they won't be 500. They'll be a game above or a game below 500 at the end of the next 3 games.
And firmly planted in the play-in tournament.
What, like, bro, like, I don't know what the.
So
somebody slap the fuck out of me next time.
We got you,
kids, brother.
We can take care of that.
I volunteer as tribute, bitch. Fuck is you talking about?
We made that happen. That ain't no problem.
Fucking come on now. I got you, gang. Boy say I hate it here. Yeah, bro. Regular shout out to I hate it here, bro. Man's in here most of the time. He said Chet and Isaiah versus Bam and where? Chet is coming back, ain't it? That's crazy. Speaking of where, let's talk about him tonight. Shot the ball like I don't know if bad is the word. He shot the ball like shit, but like I think
impactful otherwise.
He's doing again. You can never be on top of. I'm not gonna finish that sentence, but he shot the ball like shit. But I believe he made an impact rebounding the basketball, and that's why I'm okay with Bam only having 8 rebounds a night because we are getting the boards on from Khalil Ware, but we did get killed on the glass tonight versus Brooklyn. So Ed, pulling up one time for the one time. Ed, how you doing today?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking pissed. I'm not even gonna joke around. No, I just finished crashing out in my post game video. It's uploading now. Y'all can check it out. Just search Anthony DiNaro. I'm fucking pissed to come out with that level of effort. The game after the trade deadline, you have Tyler Herro, all these players saying, "Oh, we got clarity now." What fucking clarity? 9 fucking fourth quarter points. 9. I'm tired of this shit, Royal. If this was any other game, if it was just a subpar game, a bad game, whatever, but to do all of that talking after Jimmy was traded and then give up 18 fucking offensive rebounds, 6'6" Jalen Wilson out-harding everyone, that's bullshit, bro. That's fucking bullshit. To give up that kind of effort this game, nah, that's bullshit. I'm tired of that shit. That's fucked. Tyler Herro all season, oh, we got some clarity now. We know who's here. Well, now you know who's fucking here. It's you, and you fucking suck.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
that's what happens when you put faith in this team. You get mad like me. If I was smart like Stone or Royal or New or Kendall or pretty much everyone else in the basement besides me, if I was fucking smart like them, I wouldn't be feeling this way right now because I would expect it. But instead, I put my faith into this team. Oh, Tyler Herro. Oh, he took what Pat Riley said to heart. That boy got out there. He's hooping this season. No, getting blocked by some guys named Keon Johnson, whoever the fuck else is out there, bunch of AI-generated players. I don't even know their fucking name. Getting blocked. Bro, they had a play in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes left, like a 2-possession game. Terry Rozier and Tyler Herro couldn't execute a handoff. They're 2 feet away from each other. Terry throws it 2 feet behind Tyler's back. A fucking handoff. Oh, but they got clarity. Oh, they're focused now. Yeah, 9 fucking points focused.
Ed, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. This has been my favorite string of words that you have ever put together since I've known you. And brother,
I'm done with any fake optimism. That's why I said I'll probably fall back into it, knowing me. So somebody slap the fuck out of me. Yeah, I'm being dead ass.
But they talking about
remind me of this post game next time I give any kind of praise to this team.
It's hard. Like brother, believe you me, I want to be here with you, but it's hard.
I wish I cared this much about basketball.
You look like a Super Nintendo right now, my boy. That's
my fault for believing in them. I'm sorry. I would never do that shit again.
They got you in 360p though.
No, they got your internet like lagging or whatever. So like
the words are coming before your lips.
Oh, am I lagging?
Crazy.
Yeah, bro. But it's cool. Oh yeah, they say talk about Spo. Yeah, they say talk about Spo. Hey, fuck that.
Am I still lagging?
You good, bro? Cook, bro.
Right. Every fourth quarter, this motherfucker starts Terry and Jaime and Jovic and Duncan and Khalil. 5 motherfuckers that can't score. And every quarter, they get cooked from the jump. The Heat went into this fourth quarter with a 6-point lead. By the time Bam checked in, they were down like 8. But no, the report came out during the game. Oh, the Heat didn't want to trade their young core for Kevin Durant. Oh, they said the Heat balked at the Suns' offer. Oh, you mean the Suns asked for young players and picks for the greatest scorer in NBA history? How dare they? Oh, how dare they ask for young picks and pieces? I can't believe them. And then and the Heat saw that one Pat Riley. I honestly believe this. I believe he watches that play in the first quarter where Jovic got a steal, led it or passed out to Jaime. Jaime threw a lob to Ware, and he's like, "This core is special." But then he doesn't watch that same 3 players put up 2 points in the first 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. He ignores that, and because he saw one nice fast break earlier, he thinks they're a fucking bright future. Get the fuck out of here. You had Jimmy Butler, the 3rd best player in franchise history, that dragged you from the depths of mediocrity to 2 NBA finals. And you had an 85-year-old GM who agents don't want to work with, who other GMs don't want to work with. And Mickey Arison picked the 85-year-old with no future over Jimmy Butler, who brought everything this team had for the last 5 seasons. They go with the 85-year-old guy. I'm sitting there watching, Ben Simmons bought out. He'd be nice as a facilitator. He don't have a facilitator. They need help on the perimeter defense. Oh, wait, his agent is Bernie Lee, and our fucking president has an ego that's too big that now we can't get any of Bernie Lee's agents. Oh, you have Clutch with Rich Paul. He has a bunch of agents. Oh, sorry, you can't get any of those players either because your president has an ego that's too fucking big. You know how ridiculous it is? It's pathetic that you have a president that has beef with agents and GMs with Danny Ainge. Oh, we had no shot at Donovan Mitchell because he's got beef with that GM. So you're from the jump out of a list of hundreds of players just because your president's ego is so fucking big. And that's who the front office picked over Jimmy Butler? Are you fucking kidding? Pat Riley offered Josh Richardson and Jimmy Butler for KD. No fucking wonder why James Jones didn't want to do business with us, because he disrespected the hell out of him. He disrespected the hell out of Joe Cronin, who's also a fucking bum, but he disrespected him by offering fucking Jaime Jaquez in a 2nd-round pick. Guys don't want to do business with him anymore. He's 85. But no, that's who our front office sides with instead of Jimmy Butler. I'm fucking sick of it, man. After this game, after the trade deadline, because before the trade deadline, we had hope they would do something. Now this is me realizing there's no fucking hope. That's where the anger is coming from.
And then on top of that, like, it's like there's usually like the hope of the buyout market and all that. But it's just kind of like after years of like the same type shit, we got Kevin Love on the buyout market. Like, what is he doing for this franchise right now? What's up, Stone?
Isn't it crazy how Ant lagged through that entire rant, and the moment he stopped, he just became clear as crystal. It's almost like he was shaking his entire house with all that emotion. Like, this is crazy.
They say, bro, it's cooking, brother. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That is the greatest.
Well, I hope you got most of it.
We got
we got all of it.
We got every word, bro. It was just a video that was like, but bro. Like,
if not, I got 13 minutes of it uploading to my channel right this second.
Hey, brother, keep cooking, brother. We might have to clip that and put it up. Like, we might have to clip that whole rant, bro, and just put it up on the Twitter, because that is the greatest sequence of words that I've ever heard Ant DiNardo put together, bro. Like, because he's spitting, bro. Like, it is what it is, dog. Like, and I think the reality of this is our future in the post Jimmy era is kind of like settling in. And maybe that makes some people angry, but it shouldn't. Like, we shouldn't be angry at this. What should make you angry is to know that they believe that this is the way.
And that they think that they're going to go win the play-in tournament and that they're going to go to the playoffs and win games. That should also make you upset.
Oh, Davion and Wiggins, get ready to play in the mud. Get ready. I don't know if y'all saw that tweet. That shit, I'm pissed since then. That's probably where my anger really started. This Heat team is going to be playing in the mud from now on. From now?
Hey, I said the same thing.
Where prison hoops come from?
So listen, look. Somebody said we are in the mud.
You were born in the mud, dog.
Correct. Yeah, but like, this is what I was saying though about the Davion Mitchell, Andrew Wiggins thing. Like, when you put those two on this roster, then it does give them a defensive identity, and they are going to be in mud games. But I'd rather, if I'm going to watch mud, I don't really mind watching mud fights. I've been a Heat fan for a long time. I'm accustomed to that form of basketball. I just want to be an elite mud fighting team. So, like, if you're going to make me a mud team, then Davion Mitchell, Andrew Wiggins, those are the type of players that I want on that team. Guys who are defensive minded, guys who are going to come in and do their job. But don't be fooled into thinking that you finna get good hoops now that we got Davion Mitchell and Andrew Wiggins on this roster. No, we will still be subject to the same brand of basketball because neither one of them really fix the issue with what Ant is like looking at.
It's Gabe Vincent and Max Strus. That's who we're bringing in. Like I hate to be that guy, but like that yeah, sure. Andrew Wiggins a lot more athletic than Max Strus, but how they're going to function for the Miami Heat, you will not be able to point to a noticeable difference to me.
Somebody say check my mentions. People are tweeting that shit.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Yeah. I'm gonna start retweeting. I want to make sure that we get through the show first, bro. I usually don't check my Twitter during the show because it'd be going crazy anyway. So like I don't want to get caught up in that. Rather just give you guys kind of like my attention while we're here. Want to make it through the rest of but I appreciate y'all for tapping in over there. Again, we got 385.
What did you just say? You want to give the guys your attention while you're here? Thank you.
It's Black History Month, Stone. We can't be doing this. But there are 387 people, according to my calculations, that are watching this across 3 platforms. That includes Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. So if you're here with us on YouTube, make sure you leave us a subscription. So subscribe, like this video, leave us a comment, not in the live comments, but after the show's finished, tell us what you thought of the show. We don't really give a shit. We just want to try and beat the algorithm, and your comments help us do that. Do the same thing for Ant's channel. Make sure you like and subscribe videos over there. Leave comments on his videos as well. If you're with us on Twitch, do niggas follow us on Twitch? Subscribe? I don't know what y'all do on Twitch. Just do the thing on Twitch that helps us beat the algorithm over there. And if you're on Twitter, then make sure you follow us on Twitter at Basement Sports N. Let's circle back around to this game. Jaime Jaquez is still a fucking nightmare to watch play basketball, and I have no idea what the direction is or plan is there. I think Andrew Wiggins makes him more expendable, but this is something that I wanted to talk about because it affects Jaime Jaquez, but it also affects people like Pele Larson and Terry Rozier. Andrew Wiggins essentially knocks Jaime Jaquez out of this rotation, right?
Currently, how they got it, it's like him and Haywood both play about 20 minutes a night.
Yeah.
If one of them's doing,
That
better than the other,
that's Wiggins' minutes right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So it's going to be less minutes for Haywood, you would think, and no minutes for Jaquez or vice versa, probably, because they're going to probably see Jaquez as younger, and we're going to see no Haywood minutes.
LJ Cascon, yes, they should.
His value's already in the gutter to me, dog. Do you watch these guys play basketball?
Yeah, but like
thing, dog. Like when him, Jovic, Duncan, like when we get some sort of combo of those 3 on the court, like it looks like all my defenders are out there with backpacks on, dog. Like I don't know what else to tell you. They just move different, and not in a good way. It's bad.
They cannot project for you cannot be a project for 5 or 6 years. I agree. I think you need to start showing some results. Like even Kel'el Ware hasn't been a project for fucking 6 months yet, and he's already showing something. Like, you know what I mean? Like that because he has talent. But either way, like Haywood Highsmith, Jaime Jaquez, they both lose minutes to Wiggins, but one of them is going to completely fall out of the rotation because it won't be feasible for Spo to play all 3. And I think the same is going to be true for somebody like Terry Rozier. Because while people may not like this, I'm trying to tell you, Davion Mitchell is going to end up starting for this roster. He just is. And he's not going to be good on offense, so you shouldn't expect him to be good on offense. But Spo is going to watch him play defense for 6 possessions and be like, this is the way. He can't help himself. He's drafted
Gabe Vincent.
Drafted Gabe Vincent.
Signed Gabe Vincent.
Yeah, so I want to know, like, which of those are you more excited about? And you more excited about the prospect of Haywood Highsmith and Jaime losing minutes, or Terry Rozier losing minutes to Davion Mitchell? I don't know if it's Terry Rozier or Duncan Robinson that's going to lose minutes, but one of those 2 guys. Which one of those piques your interest more?
Royal. 48 hours ago, I was dreaming of conversations of how's KD going to fit on this roster? What are the Heat going to do with all the salary cap space once Brandon Ingram gets off the books or Chris Middleton? and we're fucking sitting here talking about Hayward Highsmith versus Pella Larson. Oh my God, it makes me want to jump off the tallest bridge in Miami. It really, really fucking does. I just can't believe we're still here talking about this shit. Oh my God, we got half a season to go. How am I gonna fucking do it?
Follow me.
How am I gonna do it?
Follow me, my brother. I will lead you to the promised land. We gonna get to it.
What is it? Listen, all I heard is, I mean, I'm not here to throw shade at. I listen to all Heat content creators, right? I love them all, no shade. But there was a lot of them giving B pluses to A's on this trade deadline. And again, no shade. It's just a difference of opinion. That's all. And I thought it was awful. And their reasoning is because the Heat picked the direction to lean into defense. And I watched this game. They gave up 102 points, which is probably below the average in today's NBA, right? 102 points, not bad at all defensively from a point standard. But they scored 86 and we leaned into defense. What's it going to be like when these guys get here? We're going to score 42? What kind of – and you give this trade an A? An A, depending on if the pick is in the lottery. Are you kidding me? What the hell are we doing? You scored 86 points, and that's before you got the guys who are going to lean into defense. What? B plus, but if the pick is 11 or 14, I give it an A. Why? To get another 4-year college overachiever? Get Kevin Durant. Let's not mortgage our future. Let's not mortgage our future that's out there scoring 9 points in the fourth quarter. Let's not do it. If the pick's 11 or 14, I give it an A. What? Oh my God!
What makes this hilarious is that I had this same headache like 4 years ago, and like just listening to people, and like at this point now, like Twitter is comical to me because it's like you get all these thoughts just thrown at you, you know, and it's just like all of these are ignorant. Like it does not make any sense. Correct, bro. Stone, which one of those prospects kind of, you know, gets your blood flowing?
I hope for one day for the Miami Heat to make me care about them as much as Ant currently does. Like, I just hope I can return to that point one day. I was where Ant was at. I'd say after that, I don't know. It was either the Nuggets final run or no, because that year was so shit all year long. It was right after we were like the 1 seed or whatever, and we lost on that, you know, Jimmy Butler step back 3 to the Celtics. Like that, I was right where Ant is, just like crushed. But they can't sell me on hope. They're not able to do it. They're frauds. They're liars. It's a sick game for them. The more they lie, the more points they score. Because the basketball team's not scoring points. That's for damn sure. To your question, though, I don't know, dog. Like, I'm telling you, I view this team as that same team we watched struggle all year to make the playoffs with Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Bam Adebayo, and Tyler Herro. I really think that's what this product is going to look like.
Here's the difference, Tom. This team doesn't have Jimmy Butler on it, so now that is an overachievement for them.
Right, but Jimmy Butler didn't play most of that year, if I'm remembering correctly. So, to me, like...
Correct. Duh. We know that. Let my boy live in the moment. Fuck is you talking about? We do not care.
When we beat the Celtics on Monday, and it's going to be... They're going to reel him right back in. That defense. Andrew Wiggins going to be moving him.
Let me tell you something, bro. When Ant sees Davion Mitchell blow up a pick and roll, bro, he will be moved.
I was told Andrew Wiggins' nickname is Tatum's father. That is what I've been told.
A week ago, I said Drew Smith is the best perimeter defender in Heat history. Wait till I see off night.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, just fuck Dwayne Wade. Fuck LeBron James.
I guess I'm more excited to see what Andrew Wiggins can do because, like, the best case scenario with Davion Mitchell is like he plays really good and they extend him. With Wiggins, if they can get him to play somewhat good or at least just maintain his value, he's a piece to go get them something else. So that's my final answer to your question. I decided in that moment. Once I heard off night, that flipped me immediately.
Yeah, I think for me, bro, like I've seen enough cycles of the Miami Heat to like accept the stage that we are in terms of a build. Like this is one of those forgettable seasons where it's like most of the people here won't be here the next time this team takes the court next year. It's going to be a different looking team. But these guys are all auditioning for like what their hopeful roles will be next time. So we got a guy in Haywood Highsmith who's now re-auditioning for his life as on an NBA roster. Jaime Jaquez is auditioning for his basketball life right now. Pele Larson, who's been getting an uptick in minutes, he's going to see that go down, so he's going to have to make his time more impactful when he's on the court. Terry Rozier, to some degree, is fighting for his actual life versus the FBI, but he's fighting for his basketball life on this roster right now. Like that to me is what it kind of makes me excited about what's going on. Hold on. We got somebody here, and I know they got face of the franchise as their name, so I have no idea who it is. Oh, it's Bubba. Hello, Bubba. How are you?
Real good first game for face of the franchise hero, bruh. New life, new energy, new dog shit. Are we serious? After all those quotes, after throwing all that shade, this is what we deserve. We're a sick fan base. Sick individuals are in this fan base. Individuals who tweet it pays to be patient to get Andrew Wiggins are in this fan base. We deserve this. We deserve Herro in his first game against the shitty Brooklyn Nets. Being the number one option, having all the defenders around him. No problems. Can hide like the coward he is. To go whatever, 6 of 22. Embarrassing. Khalil Ware, welcome back down to earth, brother. The Kryptonian, nah, he's human. He's a guy. He's a guy. That 2K rating, going back down to 75. Terry Rozier actually had a good game. That's what actually blew my mind tonight. We wasted a Terry Rozier good game. That's what really blew my mind tonight. Who needs KD? We do, Marcus. We're cooked. Bubba just broke my heart. Nah, Hero broke your heart. Think about how many people ordered a 14 jersey last night, coping. Saying we don't need Jimmy. We don't need none of that. The sunshine pumpers, the mouthpieces, the meat riders. Tonight was the Brooklyn fucking Nets, bro. In a moment to show the fan base like we got y'all. It's okay. This era's over. We're putting a new focus. If this was a family account, not your family, not my family. I ain't got no family. I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, man. Tyler Herro, after saying new life and new energy, went out there and played like Jordan Poole when the San Antonio bitches were on the floor. We're courtside. It's over. You're playing 2K right now. Why the hell is wearing 80 overall? Enjoy it because it's going down to a 75 tomorrow. Ronnie 2K already got that call. 14 rebounds. We glazing over 14 rebounds. Pause. 86 points against the Nets. I know, right? I thought I was watching WNBA. No disrespect to Asia. Bam and his girl's shoes. Awful.
What?
Not him wearing the shoes, just his performance in the shoes. I'm sorry. I should have clarified that.
I thought that was her in the mud. You could.
Like, it's embarrassing, bro. Tyler Herro, man. This is what y'all want. You want Herro face of the franchise? You want Herro number one? Enjoy it. I will not be watching.
I'll be watching. Thanks, Bubba. See you later.
He cooked, bro. That was crazy.
Bro, cooked and left, bro. Just
the way the way you feed him comments and he just like rattles off shit. That's art. That is art.
Yeah, they say, bro, a fair weather fan. That's crazy. Shane, you must be new here. Hello, Shane. My name is Roy A. Shepard. I am a known liar. I will tell you the Miami Heat are going to win a championship and simultaneously tell you to trade everybody on the roster. I will talk shit about this team all night, and at the end of it, tell you words that have never been truer. The Heat about to blow that shit out. I'm gonna do it again. We can never lose. I'm gonna do it again tonight.
Stone, imagine watching this game, like this team, and then also being a Dolphins fan. Like maybe you got to keep that in mind too when I'm crashing. Imagine I have nothing to fall back on. Nothing. Like this is all I have. This is what I chose to invest myself in is the fucking Heat and the fucking Dolphins.
I'm a Dolphins fan too until I'm not.
Well, you have the luxury of having a second team. I wasn't smart enough to have another one.
The Dolphins.
Yeah, what? Yeah, you have okay, but you have another team. That's a lot more promising.
I hope my wife is asleep. I got a question for you. You gonna change the name on the back of that Butler jersey?
Nah, I'm getting a lot of people commenting that. Listen, I love Jimmy, bro. Obviously it ended bad. To me, that doesn't discount a single thing. Like Jimmy Butler, like I was a kid. I was 12 to 16 watching LeBron, so I was a kid, and he like felt like a superhero to me. 12-year-old, 12 to 16. That's kind of when I'm growing up, going through high school. He felt like a superhero to me. I was 22 to 26 watching Jimmy Butler, and watch it, Royal. Watch what you saying.
You keep talking.
But I was 22 to 26 watching Jimmy Butler. So I was a grown man, fucking 401k, mortgage, everything. And Jimmy Butler still felt like a superhero to me. Like he almost made me feel like anything was possible as a grown adult. Like those feelings cannot be replicated. Like watching him in the playoffs and whether you were down or down 15 and just to have no doubt in my mind that the Heat were going to come back, that he was going to hit the game-winning shot. And 9 times out of 10, he did, except in Game 7 versus Boston when Al Horford was on him, as Stone referenced earlier. But outside of the other 9 times, he did it. Going into Boston down 3-2, I said, we're going to need a LeBron performance. He fucking did it. In 2020 finals, Bam is hurt, Goran's hurt. We're going to need Jimmy to have a 40-point triple-double. He did it twice. Playing Milwaukee in the first round, down 16. We need Jimmy to go crazy. Down 2, half a second left. We're going to need Jimmy to get a layup at the end. He did it. See, Royal's always been a Dolphin fan. But Jimmy Butler will forever mean something to me, and this jersey will stay up forever. Now, the first good game Wiggins has, will I cover up the Butler and put a Wiggins in front? Absolutely. But I'm never taking down that Jimmy Butler jersey. That's there for life.
Yeah, I think that's the right sentiment to have when it comes to the Jimmy Butler era. I know a lot of people are going to try and piss on like his accomplishments here, just kind of like his time here because of the way it ended. But again, I think Spo kind of like encapsulated it perfectly, bro. Like Spo gave us, Jimmy gave us moments that were not possible without him being here. Wait, they say can't even get on 2K because PSN servers down. Yeah, they told me that earlier.
Classic. PlayStation been on some bullshit this year, dog.
That's why some of you guys gotta come to the right side of history. But yeah, I think Jimmy Butler, just because we haven't really got an opportunity on here to kind of like, whatever it is, like Jimmy Butler gave us the time. He was a dickhead on the way out. It's cool. Like, have at it. But like, bro, like you can't erase what he did. So you know what I'm saying? Like, but also the Miami Heat giving Andrew Wiggins number 22. That's my type of petty right there, bro. So shout out to my franchise for standing on fucking business. Boy, you didn't make us. We changed your broke nigga life, boy. All right? We changed that nigga life, bro. So he can – it's cool. It's cool. Keep his memory for however you want it. I don't think they going to retire his jersey. I don't think he needs no tribute video. You think they
absolutely will retire it?
I don't think so.
I mean,
it depends. It depends how soon they go back to the playoffs.
So it's like you got to think like niggas thought that they would retire Goran Dragic's jersey.
I think it will, but the problem is
2 people have worn it since.
Well, I guess Ware started after Goran retired. So if they were gonna do it, yeah, that would have been the time to do it.
This is what I'm saying, and they're immediately giving Jimmy Butler's jersey number away. Like you don't do that.
But if they're not if they don't win a playoff series for 8 years, then I promise you they will hang that Jimmy Butler jersey up.
They're gonna win the playoff series within the next 8 years here. You said the PlayStation got here? What you mean, bro? I'm right there with you, bro. I'm PlayStation. Fuck is you talking
Yeah, roll on my type of
about?
So
Fuck you
we
talking
always
about?
got a server open, dog.
Come on now. Come on now. I can't be beat. I can't be locked out. You feel me? If I break,
How sure are you he doesn't get a tribute video though? Because that's going to be the soonest we get any inclination whether he retires his jersey or not.
Jimmy Butler?
Yeah, because if he gets the video, he'll get the jersey retired.
He
But
absolutely not getting a tribute video.
Really?
I don't think he gets a video.
They don't do tribute videos for guys who didn't win the championship.
I understand that. Obviously, This is a different case. So
It is not.
I'm 50. Third greatest player ever. Like I'm 50.
Did not
I'm not
win
saying they will.
a championship.
Yeah, I understand.
That Mario Chalmers video moved me. I teared up.
Well, I bought tickets to the game.
You're
so
disgusting, dog.
And if you get no video, we rioting. But for legal purposes, not really.
So wait, you want to see a Jimmy Butler tribute video?
Yeah, of course, man. I just
They gonna boo that
about
shit,
why I'm
dog.
keeping this jersey. Of course, I want to see a video.
I got an idea. Make one.
Oh, that's real as hell.
Yeah, but I want to broadcast it there, man. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to cheer. I think the audience will be 50-50. I think the crowd will kind of be split on it. But
50-50?
I will be cheering.
I'll put it this way, too.
I would cheer, too, if I was there, but, like, I don't think it's going to be 50-50.
You got hundreds of thousands of views on a Kyle Lowry Whopper, he's a flopper video. You could make a Jimmy Butler video that gets broadcasted way more than
Nah, that shit ain't. I don't think he gonna ever recapture that. He ain't gonna. You can't. That was lightning in a bottle, brother. It was perfect.
Yeah,
like that's like, and I think no, he shouldn't try to chase that. Don't try and chase that. Like that's.
Nah, but I'm saying he could reach an audience bigger than the Heat Arena.
I feel I'll make some kind of retrospective eventually, but it has to come from the front office. I mean, I do like both sides were cordial after the fact. Jimmy Butler showed respect. Eric Spoelstra showed respect. That's a start, right?
You read the Athletic article, dog?
Yeah, but I'm just talking about what they said when asked about it. Like Jimmy could have easily said some corny joke when asked about his time here, but he showed respect. He did.
Look, I'm a person that believes that time mends all wounds. So I believe eventually down the line, maybe post-retirement, Jimmy will get sentimental. He'll have something. But that jersey retirement is tough, bro. Like, I feel like they're either going to make him wait a really long time for it or it won't happen at all. Like, they will commemorate his time in some way, shape, fashion, or form. I just don't think it'll be a jersey retirement.
I didn't start watching Heat ball till 2010. Can you compare Shaq's exit to this in terms of how it was different? Which was worse?
This was worse. Like Shaq's exit.
I know Shaq's was bad, but I didn't see it firsthand.
Yeah, but it wasn't played out in the media in the same way. I think people like Ethan who were around the team at the time, they knew more than the general public did. But there was a lot of mudslinging, and this went on for months. So like that's the difference. Like this took a very long time. Most of these situations don't take as long. When a player's disgruntled, it usually happens very quickly that they get him the fuck out of Miami. This took a while.
Oh, so Shaq, it wasn't like something that's talked about for months or nothing?
It was like people talked about it and like people were pissed at the way, like, because he shit on people on his way out the door. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what Shaq did. That was like different than what Jimmy did, but it happened way quicker than this, bro. It just wasn't as public either, bro. Like, that's just not the way that people have known this organization to operate. So I think what this Jimmy Butler situation did was it kind of cast a light on the organization, a negative light on the organization that had never done. He said Shaq tried to beat up Pat Riley. Absolutely, he did. He did try and beat up Pat Riley. But again, like those stories didn't come out in the same way. You feel me? Like Twitter wasn't around like that. So the news wasn't traveling like that. But again, like Miami's never been cast in the public light like this before. Like they were forced to move different. And I think this is going to have impact, like residual impact down the line on like players' opinions of what it's like to play in Miami. And I think that we won't know like the actual impact of that until like 4 or 5 years down the road when we sitting here trying to lure in free agents and we still not, landing.
I wouldn't put a ton of stock into that personally. Maybe with the agents, like the way the agents sell the Heat to their clients, I could see it. But like at the end of the day, like think about how many dog shit cities there are in the NBA. Like you've just spent 6 years in Indianapolis. You've just spent 6 years in fucking Cleveland, Ohio. You just spent 6 years in Charlotte, North Carolina. Like, you just spent 6 years in San Antonio. Like, I think that Miami's always going to be appealing just for the fact that it's Miami. Like, yeah, you might have to put up with some bullshit, but you got to put up with bullshit everywhere you go.
I think that's very different though, because the way the Miami Heat treat this organization, it's almost like you can't enjoy the fact that you're in Miami. And I think that resonates with players in a real way. Like, you heard Jermaine O'Neal talk about it. Like, when he had to make a decision about looking at some snacks in his pantry late at night, that's when he decided to retire from basketball.
I watched Tyler Herro, Jaime Jaquez, Haywood Highsmith, Terry Rozier, and all those guys go out clubbing in Boston during the playoffs last year.
Yeah, okay, so I get that, but you got to understand, like, some of these guys, and this is a point that was made. I think Kendall made this point a couple of weeks ago. Some of these guys were indoctrinated into the Miami Heat like way of life. So they're drafted players like Nico, Jaime, Bam, and all that. This is the only type of organization that they know. This is the only thing that they know the NBA to be. But when you get a player like the players that we're talking about that will come in here and actually make a substantial change to the basketball that Miami plays, like, these are veteran players who have been in organizations, more permissive organizations, who have let them kind of, comfort themselves in different ways. Like, Miami made concessions for Jimmy Butler. These other players are going to be comfortable with certain concessions being made. The thing that I think Miami's going to struggle with is when they come to Miami, Miami's not going to be in a position to want to make concessions anymore, because they feel like now it sets a bad precedent after the way Jimmy Butler's situation went. And I think that may be like a roadblock for Miami. Corbs, I'm sorry, I didn't see your comment from damn near 20 minutes ago. He said, I caution everyone to temper your expectations on Wiggins. He's exactly like Bam. Great defender, but very inconsistent scorer. And when he does, it is not impactful scoring. But he's a very nice guy. That's what I'm saying. He's going to be pleasant. He is going to be pleasant. All right, let's talk about the next game of the Boston Celtics. Crazy work. Stone, the boy feeling good?
I'm feeling amazing. No better way to honor Jimmy Butler's memory as a Miami Heat player than going into fucking TD Busch Gardens and kicking those sorry Boston Celtics crooked ass teeth in. We are going to, as the kids say, blow that shit out.
Fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, come on now. Fuck is you talking about? Bounce back game for Khalil Ware. You already know. 80 points. Bam Adebayo staying hot in those Asia ones. 90 points. Tyler Herro, 30 shots. 10 makes. Andrew Wiggins, a.k.a. Tatum's father, a.k.a. Wiggles, a.k.a. Andy from Canada. Yeah, we're in trouble. But the Heat are still going to blow that shit out.
Fuck is you talking about? They know really. Fuck is you talking about, Stone?
I'm trying to figure it out too, Typhoon.
It ain't as easy as it looks sometimes. You feel it? The boy feeling good?
The audacity of you to ask that question. I wanted to note also, I was fortunate enough to go to D Wade's return to Miami when he was with the Bulls. I was at LeBron's return on Christmas to the Heat. Both of those guys got loud applauses. The one game I was also lucky to go to someone's return where I was the only one clapping. It was quite embarrassing, but I stood on business there. I went to Hassan Whiteside's return when Portland first came to town after that trade. And that place booed like a motherfucker. But you best believe I was sitting up there in that 300 level. I was standing and I was cheering my ass off. Probably had a bunch of people looking at me like I was stupid, but I did not regret it. So I think Jimmy Butler's will be somewhere in between. That's just kind of what I'm expecting. But I just wanted to point out that Whiteside story because I that's one of those random memories that I think about late at night, and I just get kind of embarrassed that I acted that way over Hassan Whiteside. But it is what it is. Anyways,
you're gonna love Khalil Ware, bro. I've been calling him obedient Hassan Whiteside.
That's not bad, actually.
I know it's not. He's cool, I'm trying to tell you.
Listen, if there was ever going to be a game to get me to drink the entire pitcher of Kool-Aid, like after one crash out, it would be beating the Boston Celtics and in Andrew Wiggins' debut. It would be. So I don't know what I think is going to happen, but it's the perfect opportunity to because if they had a nice little win against Chicago or the Hornets, I'm whatever. But this set up pretty fucking nicely to do something special. So
he's already convinced himself. Stone.
Well, at the end of my video on my channel, I ended it by saying, I crashed out for 12 minutes, and I said, all of that being said, if they beat the Celtics on Monday,
while he was saying all that,
video, they don't call me a hypocrite because I warned y'all. I told you. So I'm doing the same thing here. But it would be nice to see. So I mean, I just want to see competitive ball. That's all.
Let me ask you a question. This is gonna tell me the truth, Stone. What is that prop bet gonna look like on Monday?
Nah, you know what's gonna be nastier? When we see that screenshot of his receipt from the Miami Heat store that he bought that Tyler Hero All-Star jersey.
They gonna have him wrapped around their finger. Now I want to know though, Ed, what that bet gonna look like.
I mean, if they have Wiggins lineup, it's gonna be hard not to take the over. I'll be honest with you. or at the very least, the Tatum under. I'm gonna be real with you. I mean, I might not bet it though. I lost a lot of money on Heat money line. We'll see if I make it back up in the Super Bowl.
Before you start with the next Ant Bet show coming out next week, y'all be waiting on it. He gonna teach you how to lose money faster than you can make it. I'm excited about Monday. I'm excited about the debut of Andrew Wiggins and Davion Mitchell. I'm excited about the direction because I do believe the narrative that Miami picked the defensive direction. Do I care? No, I don't. But I do believe it. I do think that Andrew Wiggins will help this team, particularly on Monday, as he scores 75 points en route to the Heat. Blow that shit out! Fuck is you talking about? Easy dub. They better not lose to Boston. Not while I'm watching. I can tell you that right now. Bam! 30. We're gonna be modest, Stone, okay? We're gonna keep it regular. Keep it a trend. Khalil! 40 rebounds. The boy been on the glass. Who needs to have a bounce back game? You're an all-star. Tyler Herro. 65 points. On Jaylen Brown specifically. How many he scored on everybody else? Who knows? But Jaylen Brown getting 65. Tatum getting another 30. So that's already 95 points from Tyler Herro. Anything less, I will be disappointed. Spo, coaching the game of his life. It could be the game of his life or the game for his life if he keep fucking around with me by putting Terry Rozier out there in that lineup without Bam and Tyler in there. You was cooking on Ant. I agree. He should never do that shit again. Chris Quinn, prepare yourself for an untimely Spo demise if he play that lineup again. All right? Davion Mitchell, 6 steals in his debut. Slow-mo, 2. That's all I can offer that boy. He got it. But Tyler, I think Tyler going to have a nice bounce. No, I don't. I'm lying. The Miami Heat are going to get blown out by the Boston Celtics. You said prediction on point always is. You said, can you get some insurance for this game? No, you cannot because he don't sponsor us right now. It's 8 blocks for slow-mo. He's not going to play 8 minutes, bitch. What are you talking about? How much insurance do we need to hire someone to slap Ant? None, because I don't need him to get no medical bill. I'm knocking his teeth out. He's going to need a dentist bill. Even Royal having a hard time getting the names out. We cook, brother. I don't know these people. We got a nigga named Pele or Pell or Peel. I don't really know how to pronounce his name.
Swedish,
and I don't.
Somewhat, I heard
what?
Swedish Swish.
All right.
Or Sweet Dan Marley.
No, you good. Good night. Play the video, me.
He hits him with that sweet dish.